Okay, so yesterday I started some join concept. Okay, and join will cover. I'll tell one concept in the UDF. Okay, so what is IUDF? Okay, join part I will take it. Okay, because the other joins also have to cover. So UDF is user defined function. So we know, right, whenever we write any SQL, right, we have different function are there. Substring function is there, right? I want to suppose I have a column name is e name. Okay, so I want to apply column name is there, and then I say 2, 3. So like I want to get substring from any table. Okay, so like this is the user defined. This is the inbuilt function. So two types of functions are there: inbuilt function, and custom function. Okay, the inbuilt function, which the function is provided by the any SQL DB or Hive. Okay, so there are the different categories are the inbuilt functions are there: string function, date function, number functions. Okay, these are the different categories of the functions are there. So date functions, all the date type of functions are there. Date difference and like current date, or those are the date type of function. String functions are related to string. So there is a len function is there, substring is there, index of is there. So these functions are the string functions. Number is mathematical functions or number functions. So custom function is why we need custom function. Suppose some logic I have some logic, and this logic I want to perform as a function, So I need a function where I can write this code, right? I can write the logic, and when I call the function, then logic will be performed. Okay. So the logic could be a 1 line of code or 10 lines of code. Logic could be anything. Okay. So if I'm saying like I have a function, so UDF is written in Java. We write in the Java code and Python code. So UDF we can write in Java or Python. So there are the different types of UDF categories there. One is a user defined function. Okay, that is a one custom function category. Another one is UDAF, user defined aggregate function. User defined aggregate function. So here is some average. So already some average min max is there, but I want to do customization. Okay, I want to write my own sum function in the list of, suppose I'm applying the sum on the salary column. Okay, sum of salary. So I have a salary column is there. I want to apply the sum. Okay, but I have to do some criteria, right? This salary column. So default sum function will be taking entire salary column, but I cannot do some criteria things I cannot use. But if I write my UDF, so I can write that criteria. So some set of methods are there. So these are the classes provided by the Hive. Like UDF is a class provided by Hive, and when we extend this class, extends this UDF class, U capital D capital F, and some set of functions from base class, UDF, we have to override. We need to override. Okay. So this is in the Java we do, and the same UDF is also the class is provided by the Hive. but some set of functions we need to override same here also. Okay, so when we are writing our class, which is extending UDF and UDF, okay, so we do this. Third type is UDTF. UDTF is a user defined table function. User defined table function. Okay, so some functions are there, user defined table function, like explode is there, and lateral view is there. Okay, so I will tell about what is these functions are there. So here in UDF is input value is one input value, and one output value. So how can I say, suppose I'm defining one UDF function like upper. To select, I'm giving upper and I'm giving a first name column. Okay, and from employee. So this upper is already there, but I just create my UDF name is upper one. Okay, but in my UDF I want this first name. Suppose my name is there, I want to get my name like this, ARVI. So first letter of my name should be capital and remaining letter as it is. So this type of function is not there, camel case, right? This type of function is not there, which can make it first letter capital and remaining letter as it is small. Okay, so suppose I created my UDF is upper one name, and I'm giving the first name as a value. So my output will be single value. So what will be my output? If my input is, suppose my column has the values like this, test. So what will be the output for this one? So every name first letter will become capital, TEST like this. So this will be output. So here you can see one value is coming and one value is converted to the output. Okay, so this is 1 to 1. One input value, one output value. Here is in UDF is list of values are there. List of values are there, but one output value, like sum, average. Those are the only one single value. So that is my UDF. So UDF, I say UDF. So I'm UDF, I'm getting like a my salary column. So salary column has list of values. Okay, but when I'm doing the sum of salaries, so then I'm getting the total sum. So that is my output value, one output value, right? So this is called here is list of values and output is a one single value. But in case of UDTF is list of okay, table is an input. Okay, the complete hive table is an input and output is also table. Output is also table. So this has input is table and output is table. Okay, so UDTF is like function, UDTF user defined table function, user defined table function. So this user defined table function, like I told you, explode. Okay, so just I'm telling example is I have a list of values are there. Okay, suppose I say EMP ID and EMP marks array. Okay, so EMP ID is 1 and I say it's an array of values 29, 20. So 3 values is there. Okay, like this data is there. So explode is basically exploding this result like 29, 87, 65. So I will get 3 rows. So I will get EMP ID, EMP marks. So when I apply the explode on this array, so I will get 1 here. I will get 1, 29, 1, 87, 1, 65. Okay. So this kind of result is coming with the explode. Okay. So exploding the array into number of rows. Okay. Arrays values is exploded into the number of arrays value into the number of rows. Okay. So that is the explode function. Okay. First we start with the how to write a UDF code. Okay. So I'll show the UDF example. So we need to create a one project. We need to create a one project, Java project. Okay. So some Java project. Here, my project is hive custom UDF. Okay. So I show you in the IntelliJ how the code looks like. So if we go to so I need to create a project jar. Okay. I need to create a project jar, but I show you first in the IntelliJ like how to. So my project in this is the project. So for writing any UDF class, okay, UDF class, we have to write, first of all, we have to create a some project, Java project. And there we have to create a one UDF class. And then we have to create a jar of the project. And then we have to register the jar on the Hive terminal. So first we are creating a one project. So in the Hive main Java com, okay. So this is one UDF to upper class. So first is what is the pom.xml dependency, okay. So when I'm creating a new project, where I want to use a UDF. So I have to use the Hadoop client jar. So this is one is needed. One is this Hive execution jar. So org Apache Hive, this dependency I needed. Okay. And other jar is like this jar is not necessary. So okay, which Java version it is using? Cloudera repository. This one will work. So this code. So here is a two folder. One is a, it's a good example, right? This is taking a one date time difference type of UDF, and one is find occurrence example is there. So here how I'm defining the UDF. So I'm creating a one UDF class, okay, my class, extend UDF, and there is a function, evaluate function is there. So you can pass any number of parameters. Like suppose my function requirement is, I want to find some string, like searching word, I want to find in the main string. So suppose I say one, this some string is there, I want to find the word WORD. So only one occurrence is there. If it is coming more than one time, if it is coming more than one time, so it will give me the result 2. If it is coming 2 times, 3 times like this, so it will give me the result as a count integer. So how we are doing here? First I'm checking if word is null or this search word is null. Both are null, so it will return null. Count is 0. Initial count is 0. And pattern I'm just matching is pattern.compile search word. So one pattern I'm creating. And this pattern dot matcher I'm searching in my original string. So this is purely Java code, just a Java API code. Here I'm creating a one pattern type object by using the pattern.compile and my input word. Okay. And this is my like the string where I want to search. So pattern dot matcher and I'm give, and then I will find matcher. Okay. How many times matcher is there? So here is if matcher dot find is true, if matcher dot find, so how many times is matcher dot find is true, it will make it those many number of time count. So my initial count is 0. It will keep increment the value count equal to 1, count equal to 2, count equal to 3. And finally, suppose 3 matcher are there. So in this case, how many matcher? 1 matcher or 2 matcher or 3 matcher. So it will give me the output. Okay. So this count will be returned by my this UDF function. So second, if you see XML parser. So XML parser is, we know XML file. Suppose my input is I'm getting some data, and the data is like a XPath. So I will be some parsing XML. This logic is written basically. So this logic is like I'm using X factory or this. This is completely XML parsing logic is there. So this XML parsing logic, like I can find my object, right? I can find the node, right, in XML and create a list of node. I can create like in the Java class. Okay, so this is completely write the logic of XML parsing. Okay, what about the date one? Like date difference minus weekend. Okay, so I'm taking a 2 date here, string 1, string 2, and here is I'm doing the calculation here, simple date format. Simple date format. And this simple date format is a format of YYYMMDD. So my dates are coming in a string format. I'm just creating converting to this string to the calendar type. And once I get two calendar object, one calendar object and second calendar object, I can compare it. If one calendar is greater than calendar 2, or okay, so if it's C2 is compared to C1 is greater than 0, so I will not be, I'm returning the null. Return null if date 2 is greater than date 1. If one date is coming after the another date, so then I'm just finding the day of week. I'm just checking it's a Saturday or Sunday. Like this, I'm just incrementing. Okay. So this logic is returning me integer value of how many net number of days. Okay, whatever number of days are coming as a string value, so I'm converting into the integer value. Okay, so how many total functions are here? 3, and these 3 are in the 2 are in a one package and one is a one package. Okay, so I create a jar. I have to create a jar. So I have to create a maven type build. Maven. So this maven, I have to give the command clean package. Apply. Okay, and have to so first step is we have to create a project. In the project, we have to create a class, and this class will be extending UDF. Okay, this class will be extending UDF. Okay, this is nothing, right? It is just a documentation. So this class is extending UDF, and then I'm just overriding this evaluate function, and there I'm just writing my custom logic. So this logic could be any number of lines, right? It could be a 2 lines code, 3 lines of code, but final output is this is I'm returning. So my input parameter for my this function will be 2, and output is a one single value. Okay. So first we have to create a jar, and then we have to create a one temporary function, and that jar we have to register on the hive shell, and then we will use the function with like this. So function name and 2 input parameter. So even this you can give the hard coded value or you can give the column name. But if you are giving column name, then you have to give the table name also. Okay. Or if you are not giving this from table, so you can give some hard coded value, some string values you can give to check the result. Okay. So this is using this import statement. It is using the hive API. Okay. So we have already, this is a Java API. This is a core Java, but this is a hive API. Hadoop.hive version. Okay. So how many UDF we have to make it? 3. Right. If you want to use this UDF, if you want to use this UDF and this UDF, we have to create a 3 different UDF. Okay. And 3 different UDF means 3 different custom functions. So we have to create a function like this. We have to give some function name, and we have to tell which class, right? The class, because all 3 classes are different classes. Okay. So what is the steps are there? What are the steps in the UDF? First is create a Java project and create a UDF class, which is extending the UDF class, API class, and override the evaluate function, so where we can write our logic. Suppose if I want to write a one upper one function. So how to write a upper one? So I will create a one class. Okay. So I created class. In this class, I will extend this with UDF. Override the evaluate function, but I will change the logic. So I will. So here is my function is upper function will return a string, and take one string. I'm taking a word as a string. Okay, I'm taking a one word. Okay, and first I'm checking the word is null. I will return the null. Okay, so this condition. Now next thing is I don't need all these. So what I need to do, I have to make it the first letter capital. So what is the logic? So alt enter to import the class. So if this word, I have to take it the first character is a capital. Okay, so I will make it word dot char 0 char of 0 character, right? Dot two uppercase, two string. Dot like this, I can take it my first character dot to uppercase. Okay, so this is my first character. So I will be taking this as a string first. Okay. So this will take it my first letter. Now I will replace it in the word. So first concatenate, I will do word dot substring. I will start from the one to length of the string. So I say here word dot length. So this will, whatever this uppercase will come and whatever is remaining word. So this is my final string. So I will return this upper. Okay, so now I'm just creating a jar. Okay, so this XML one is giving error. So I'm just, even jar is created, but this class is not compiled. So this is test. Jar is created, right? Okay, target. This is my jar. So some location I'm keeping it jar. Okay, and I will do the registration of the jar. So hive shell I should start. I have not started. So add jar. First I will use the database. Okay, so here I have to use add jar and my path of the jar home slash manage slash jar slash. So whatever jar I created, jar I have to register. Okay, so folder name is jar. So when other default function, how it works, because those are already in the lib folder. The jar are there in the lib folder. That is the reason they work. Okay, but this is our own custom UDF. So our UDF is in this jar. So this jar is a external to either we keep it in the lib folder of Hive. Okay, the Hive location lib folder is there. So we don't need to register. But if you are keeping it in some external location, so we need to register this jar. So once we register this jar, so next option is create temporary function. Create temporary function. And I say, suppose first one I want to create occurrence one, occur function I'm giving. And I'm just saying as my package name, which package it is, the class. So here I'm giving create temporary function name as, and then I can give the class. This jar name I don't need to give because I already registered it. Okay, so I have to give the with package class name. So what is my package and class name? For occurrence one, my class name this and package name is this. So I have to take it this package dot to copy this class name. So it will automatically find in the jar which class it is. So if you see, I'm not getting any error, occur function is created. Now this occur, I want to use in my SQL query. So if I want to use my SQL query, so I have to use like this. So So I have to pass two parameters. So select will be okay, and I say occur, and I say okay. Just I take it hard coded one. I say first string is where I want to find. Okay. Second one is hello is to search. So two is coming. So this is hard coded. That's the reason I didn't use the any table, because it is not part of table. But suppose I have any table is there. Okay, create test table, and I say two str I create str string and str1 string. Okay, now I want to insert the data in this table. Insert into test table name values. The first value is the bigger values. Okay, value. This is a one value. Second value is which word you want to search. I'm giving hello. Which word I want to search. So this is I'm inserting the first row. Okay. The second one. So I can specify in the first row what is my long string and what is my searching word. Okay. When I'm inserting the second row, then I will specify what will be my longest string and what will be my. So every line has its own search word and its own searching string. Okay. So now second row I'm inserting there. I keep it this one, but I want to keep it test. Okay. So now I will apply this UDF function on the column. Last time I applied just only single hardcode value. Okay. So I was getting only one single value result, but now I will apply to the entire column. So I will get row by row data. So now I will apply the same UDF function. Okay, so here I will give, instead of hardcode value, I will give first column is str and second column name is str1, and from test is a table. Okay, c1, it has created how many records? Select from test. Oh, so this is some other table is already having the data. So okay, so two more record is created, but this one doesn't have the value match. So that is the reason none null is coming, right? So basically here is the other rows are having invalid data. Okay. Okay, so that is the reason it is not performing the UDF. Okay. So did you get it? And now if I want to create a temporary function for my upper function, okay, that also I created. So I go here, create temporary function. Instead of occur, I give upper one, and I give the class name is upper one here. Upper one. Okay, so my upper one function is ready. Now I apply on the same test. I say here upper one, only one column it will take. So I'm taking str column. They're all capital. Is the logic here. Upper one. This logic we can test separate one Java class. Because here we cannot run, but we create some Java. Here is coming correct, right? This hello is passed, and it is so. Okay, we give single word one. Okay. Here one. Oh, this upper actually. Oh, okay, okay. My function name is upper one. Actually, I am using a API function. Okay. So API function will not. API function will give the all letter capital only. So our function name is upper one only. That is the reason I give the different name. So now you see H is coming capital and other letters are small. Okay. If I give the str. Okay. See hello now. The first is coming H capital and other remaining are coming small like this. Okay. Okay, it's clear. This one is a UDF. Okay, I'll give the example tomorrow for other one. Okay, and I'll share the notes also. Okay, so how many steps are there total? One is create a Java project and extend UDF and write a logic, custom logic, and then create a jar. And this jar we have to add jar command to register the jar on the Hive shell, and then create a temporary function. So create temporary function statement we write to create a temporary function. Create temporary function, and then we can use the function in the query. Okay, so this create temporary function, and then we can use in the query. Add jar, and this is create temporary function. This one. So create temporary function name, and then we associate class, which is our UDF class. We make it associate. Okay, I'll share the recording video and this program. So this code is link I will give, so you can check out the code and then open the project in the IntelliJ. Okay, thank you.